Hey guys, welcome to another TGun Productions video. I'm TGun coming at you with a different sort of video. This time I'm going to be doing a tutorial. Now if you remember to I think it was earlier this year on my DC minifigures, where I had like Deathstroke, Deadshot, Flash, Batman, all that. I added like a new sort of strategy or element to a couple of the figures, which I asked if you wanted a tutorial on. I got a yes, so by someone, and I wanted to do this tutorial anyway, so I decided to do this tutorial today. So pretty much what that element was, if I bring in Deathstroke and Deadshot, was I made these a sword sheath for Deathstroke out of electrical tape, and a gun holster for Deadshot. So yeah, the sword sheath is really helpful. Like if you know those Ninjago sword sheaths on the back, it has like, it carries like, hang on, if I grab it, two of these katana swords, and it looks really bulky if you only have the one. So that's when I came up with this, and plus this can work with any sword. So if I grab like another sword, just put this in carefully, it can carry this sword as well. So take that out and put the Ninjago back in. And then I also made a pistol holster for Deadshot. So this is handy because if you have a Conquest Gun and you don't want to use one of those tactical belts, then you can use one of these. So yeah, I'll just give him his sniper back. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing in the tutorial today, showing you how to make these sheaths and gun holsters. So yeah, now I will be probably doing two different sort of sheaths and two different gun holsters. So for one of them will be like for like a official weapon, so one will be like for like a Ninjago sword, and one will be for like a brick arm sword, for example. And same with the guns, I'll probably do an Alien Conquest Gun, maybe try one of these if you ever want to try it on that. A Star Wars blaster with the scope cut off, and maybe a brick arms gun. So I've got like all these weapons here. I'm not going to do it on all of these. I'm just going to show you a couple of ways on how to do this. So yeah, I've got a few swords from brick arms and whatnot. So I'll probably be doing 4 or 5, depending on like what sort of Lego guns I do. If I end up doing the Alien Conquest guns, and yeah, so I'm probably going to be doing 5. So yeah, so what you'll need is one of these. So it can be brick arms or anything. I'm just bringing it in this case because I've got like a whole bunch of stuff in here. That's all brick arms, brick forward, and brick warriors. So pretty much anything of those, I'll just bring in like a couple of swords, a Star Wars blaster, a Conquest Gun, an M1911, and I might show you a knife holster as well. So yeah, here's just a knife. So there you go, I'll do 6 different types. And electrical tape, of course, and some scissors. And of course a minifigure if you want to glue it on. So that's something else you'll need. And a minifigure and glue. Now glue is if you want to actually glue these onto the minifigures, so yeah. Alright, so first up we'll start off with a sword holster. So what you do, you just grab some electrical tape, you just find the end, and you just peel some off. Now it can start off at, I like to start off with a fairly big size, like something around about this length, just so that way you have a fair bit and you can cut it down if you need to. So that way you don't have to waste heaps of it, because then you can actually reuse it. So pretty much what you do, you just stick it on to the sword, and you carefully just wrap this around the actual sword. So you want to do this like a few times, try and keep it all even if you can. So there we go. And maybe just one more time. So then what you do, you just cut off the excess tape, and then you might use it later. So I'll just save this for later. Just fix that up. And what you carefully do is just, you flatten it a little bit. So you just do this, and then you pretty much have this sheath. So you slide out the sword, and then you just try and fix everything up. Now, you'll have all these stuff at the end, so what I like to do is just cut it down, so that way you don't have all that other bits showing out, and then you just stick your sword through, and bang. Or you might do it the other way, actually. No. So, yeah, and then if you want to, you can grab a minifigure. So if you, like, for example, if I wanted to do this on my Deadpool, you can just glue it on. So you just glue it, and then just glue this on, and then you've got a sword sheath. So, yeah. And then for a Ninjago sword, it's pretty much the same technique. So you might grab this, pull a little bit out, maybe cut off the end. Yep. And then you just so it doesn't matter what way you roll to, so yeah. And if you want to, you could try and roll down the sword so it covers the whole thing, but the ones that I normally do has the end of the sword showing. So, yeah. And if you wanted to, you could glue down the electrical tape just so it doesn't flap open. So, yeah. And then just carefully remove the sword, and voila. That's pretty much what a sword sheath looks like. So, yeah, like I said, it's a really simple technique. So, yeah. And then you just glue it on if you want to. So, I'll move this out of the way. So now coming up to the gun holster, it's pretty much the same thing. So what I do, you just grab your tape, so this was from before, and you just want to try and leave it so you have some of the gun still showing, like so. You come around to the back, and then what you want to do is you just want to cut it down. So you put the scissors towards the end of the barrel, just cut it down like so, like that. So now it's just about the same kind of width, so it just goes up to the end of the barrel, and then you just wrap this around, and it'll go around a few times like so, and then it doesn't work exactly the same, so I guess you could try and use this as a gun holster, but it's just kind of failed. So no, that just failed. Alright. So just grab a new thing, and not gonna need much. Stick it onto here. There we go. And then just pretty much wrap it around the gun once it sticks onto the gun. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, it's kind of working now, so I'll just cut this down a bit. So yeah, it kind of works like that. Just squish it down, and then you take out the gun carefully. Come on. There we go. So then if you want to, you can just cut off a little bit of a corner, and that will be pretty much where the trigger is. You just get off. You just then maybe grab one of these, like a dagger, open it up a little bit, because it's just stuck to itself now. Oh, come on. Yep, nearly got it. Yeah, we go. So, yeah. So, it's not the best, but yeah. So you can pretty much cut off a corner and it looks more like a gun holster. So there you go. Now it is a little bit a little bit bent. That's just because the actual tape stuck to the other sticky part on the inside, like the sticky part's stuck together. So if that happens, just try and wedge this through, otherwise start over again. So yeah, there's a gun holster, and just pretty much glue it onto the leg. Now you would lose mobility, so you wouldn't be able to move your leg down, but it does look a little bit bulky. So, but if you have it, try and put it up high enough, then it looks alright. So yeah, that's gun holster 1. And then you can do the same with this one. So this was just from before. So yeah, if you don't have a brick arms gun and stuff, but you do have electrical tape, you can still do this. It's just with one of these guns. So you just pretty much do the same thing. You just wrap the tape around. Yep, no. Fails. And like I said, you can glue down the other slits, like from the end of the tape. So yeah, then I'll cut this off. I've probably gone around a little bit too many times, but oh well. But yeah, so it pretty much works the same, and if you want to, you can cut off the corner. It's still removable ish. Yep, there we go. So you just pretty much cut off the corner, just so that way the trigger hangs out. Because if you look at real gun holsters, then sometimes the trigger might hang out, and it gives it more of that holster kind of shape. So yeah, it makes it more of a holster shape if you do cut off the corner. So yeah. And then the Alien Conquest Gun I've never really done before, so this will be a first. Alright, so I've changed the Alien Conquest Gun just so that way I can show you with the rifle. So yeah, I had this hanging off. So I'm just trying this, by the way. So yeah, all you do is just wrap it around. Cut it down. And I guess if you wanted to, you could have, oh, come on, focus, there we go. So, there we go, you kind of have it, so it's like one of those big satchels that you might have a gun on your back, and you just remove it, like a big holster, then you remove it, and you just take off the binoculars. But yeah, I don't think this one will work as well. Come on, there we go. So no, not gonna work as well, so I just pushed this out. So, but yeah, I'm not sure with the removal. Like I said, I was just trying it, so I guess you could try it on like another brick arms gun, which I might try. So all you pretty much do is just wrap it around, and it's kind of the same technique with the knife. So you just grab this, you just wrap it around, because I think I did this for my last Negan minifigure, or I did it for one minifigure, I don't remember which one, where I just had a knife hanging off. So yeah, it's a really good technique to use if you're like a customizing and you don't want to have a like a Ninjago sword, something like that. So like a Ninjago sword sheath and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much the same with this sword. So here's pretty much the end results. So yeah, with the swords and guns, they're still removable. Like I said, this one I'm not sure if it's you could remove it. It's just I don't want to remove this at this time because it keeps detaching. So that's the thing with the Alien Conquest guns. When you have it like this, you've got to be careful, otherwise it will detach and then you have to fiddle around with it. So it's probably better if you did this with a brick arms rifle of some kind, like maybe one of these. So all you do is just pretty much grab a thing here, probably wrap it around and cut when you need to and whatnot. So or in a shotgun. So it's really up to you. And it works with any sword pretty much, and I guess an axe if you wanted to. So yeah, it would take a little bit of time just to try and get it right, because it can muck up, but it's a really simple process. And like I said, if you wanted to, you can glue it onto a minifigure. It's just I didn't want to glue it onto Deadpool here. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know if this has actually helped you out, and if you do use this on an upcoming minifigure and you make a showcase, please give me credit, because this is like kind of my strategy, because I didn't see like a tutorial or anything on this. So yeah, but yeah, let me know if this helped you guys in the comments below. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share for more. My next video might be on my custom Lego Thanos, and then after that I've also finished up a couple of Spider-Man villains, so I'm going to be doing I might have a Marvel video on just some custom Marvel minifigures and whatnot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!